I'm here to talk about animals, critters, eating things in your garden. One of the things we're doing more this year than in the past is actually putting up bigger fences. So we're trying to do the thing of excluding the animals from where all our plants are. So obviously we planted our stuff on this side of the fence, not this side. And we have this nice wire fence, but there's a couple things we could do to make it even better. We could have taken the time to dug a trench a little bit down to put it into, so it's harder to dig under, because woodchucks can dig under it. They can also climb up above it. So this isn't completely secure from them. Also, a little chipmunk can run right through here. It's not going to do anything for those little babies. So we could put hardware cloth with a finer mesh at the bottom, or you could, do hardware clutch giant thing. It just costs more money to do that kind of thing. So maybe we will in the future once we decide what the worst animals are. But those are a couple things you might want to consider in your own yard. They also do have deer fence that's 7-8 feet tall. That's like a little woven plastic thing that you could add to posts that are taller, obviously, to be additional deer protection. So all I'm trying to say is there's a lot of ways to use different kinds of fence to exclude those mammals from your garden, so that's one big way that you can keep them out. And then you don't have to worry about it or think about it or do the other thing we do, which is spray deterrents on our plants, like liquid fence, or there's something called Deer Pro we're going to try out, or there's something called Bobix that we've tried out. There's a bunch of different ones on the market. They're usually putrescent eggs, which smell horrible, garlic, capsaicin, which is the active thing, and hot peppers to keep the animals from nibbling. So we do that in other gardens where we don't have a big fence excluding them all. We're also looking into a fence to kind of exclude animals from our entire property a little bit better than it is right now. Other thing I want to mention is you can also look at the UW Extension's website for information on plants that deer and other animals are less likely to eat. Just remember that nothing is foolproof and they will still kind of nibble on things. So it's just a guidance of things to consider that might be less likely to be eaten by deer. And this guy here is actually a bit old. It's from 2001, so 24 years old. So some of the plants I noticed on here are kind of invasive and on that NR40 list. So just be careful of looking at some of this older information too. But there's a lot of stuff on the internet, but I would definitely suggest you go to a research-based university and look at their information versus just a random person on social media saying stuff. But you should listen to me, of course, because I am at a reputable organization, Green Bay Botanical Garden. Thank you for listening, and good luck keeping those animals out of your garden.